Does Angelina and JWOW finally make up? And does Snooki make a return to the Shore House? Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Jersey Shore After Show here on AfterBuzz TV.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We're back, you guys!
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween,
It's Halloween, bitch.
Hello.
We are ready, guys, to break down another episode of Jersey Shore Family Vacation here on AfterBuzz TV. And welcome to my co-host. We have Mama DJ.
Woo woo! What's up, guys?
We have the beautiful Bunny today, Mandy.
Hey.
And we have the one and only Benny Adams.
Yes.
Over
He's
there.
the doctor. Benny Adams.
AKA Dr. Adams.
AKA Dr. Adams, all of us Jersey Shore fans here, just like you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Overall thoughts on this episode?
I liked it.
It was pretty good. You know?
I liked it.
It was a feel-good episode. Like, you just left feeling really good.
Completely
Yeah.
opposite of last week.
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Oh, completely.
100% opposite.
I had like 3
You were
glasses of
saying
wine
how
last
heated
night.
we were last week.
Yeah, we were heated. But don't go anywhere. We have our special segment later, news and gossip. I mean, come on, there's always news and gossip when it comes to Jersey Shore. And yeah, we have a great episode. Like, you know, we were saying it was a little bit more calm, a little bit more reserved. But I mean, these people could do anything. They could just stand there and we're like, yes, love you guys so much. Like anything that they do. But yeah, so last week was crazy. The whole fight broke out. It left off Snooki's gone. So the episode starts, Snooki's gone. Everyone's like, is Snooki coming back? Nobody knows. What I didn't like, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on it, they started it out really kind of like rough. Like, Dina started blaming Angelina.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I want to hear your guys' opinions on that.
I didn't like how Dina was like trying to coerce Angelina into being like, are you sure you weren't just really drunk and you like tried to kiss him? Like, what? I like Dina usually, but this really made me not like her. I only like Angelina and the guys.
I disagree with that.
What?
I disagree with that.
Dr.
I
Benny.
think that Dina was being real and honest, and she pretty much said that you started the situation, and you know, how can I be your friend if you're acting like this? She was just being 100% real to her, and that's what real friends do.
I don't feel like Angelina did anything wrong.
I was gonna say, where are you feeling with this?
I have to say, I'm definitely Team Angelina. In the beginning, when Dina was talking to her, I mean, I wasn't really mad at Dina because, you know, even she was confused. Like, that night, she was completely drunk, so she didn't remember what was going on. She wasn't even looking that way, in that direction, so she doesn't know what's happening. But I feel for her a little bit, Dina, because she is kind of stuck in the middle. I do like the fact that she doesn't completely, you know, cancels out Angelina, because she was being completely real and honest. Like, she wants to saying, like, I like you, Angelina. I want to be on your side. Like, I want you guys to get along, because she is in the middle, because Snooki and JWOW are her best friends.
Yeah.
So she's torn. So
I'm still Team Angelina, but technically she did start it in the last episode with the whole pointing at her and saying, and I have a problem with you.
But she kind of did it. But she did it in kind of like a joking, like, I have a problem with you. But she did. Let's get real. How did she think Jenni was gonna?
Right, exactly. So she was just. I thought that this was like the perfect situation on how you should handle something when you're in the middle of something. Unlike how Snooki did.
Well, I agreed with Dina saying, like, you got to take my advice. Like, I understood that part, but I don't think she put the blame. She was just putting it on Angelina. She didn't seem to put the blame on anybody else when it rubbed me the wrong way.
Same. I don't feel like Dina can like think for herself, because like everybody's so freaking scared of Jenni. Why is everybody so intimidated by Jenni? Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
So like Dina doesn't want to take sides with Angelina too much because she has Jenni and Snooki over here. You know what I mean? It's like high school drama, like, oh, pick your friends. And it's like, no, you need to be able to think for yourself. So
I like what you said. I do respect how she is trying to remain mutual with all of them. Like, during that fight, We didn't hear like a lot from her, but I do remember looking over and when Jenni was like, and you take notes to Ronnie or whatever she said.
that was weird.
Ooh, that was,
Dina was like yelling at Ronnie too. Like they were all yelling at Ronnie. And I found it kind of weird this episode. They wouldn't stop saying that, they wouldn't stop making fun of Angelina saying, I love this guy. But like, do they remember that she kept saying that because everyone was attacking him?
He was the only one that like, they're there for each other. Angelina and Ronnie are like,
they're
there
brother
for
and
each
sister.
other. Yeah.
And not even that, everyone was screaming at him. So of course, as someone screaming at your friend, wouldn't you be like, if it happened to you, I'd be like,
it's good.
DJ,
Yeah,
like,
you're
no,
good.
like, she's there for me. It's not like out of nowhere, I'm like, DJ, I love this woman. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was all a deflecting strategy from
so weird.
JWOW, for
It's
sure.
all manipulation.
Exactly.
Well, and I wrote here, too, that Ronnie said, Snooki loves drama. She's a Guidette. And it just reminded me of such old Jersey Shore when they'd be like, I'm a Guido and I'm a Guidette. And I'm like, you can't blame being a Guidette.
And Snooki was saying how she's saying that Angelina's all about drama and Angelina likes drama. I was like,
I know.
what are you talking about?
I didn't agree with that one.
I was like, what are you
didn't
talking
agree with
about?
that one.
Snooki is so dramatic.
Well, we're going to get into that. But first, Angelina confronts Jenni. And I really respected that. I want to hear your guys' opinions on what did you think about her confronting Jenni, because everyone is so damn afraid of her. And what I like is that she doesn't really seem to care, and she really just confronted her and wanted to tell her side. I wrote some of these notes because, let me hear what you have to say first before I continue on with this. What did you think about her apologizing? And just give me your thoughts.
I think it was very big of Angelina. I mean, I'm having more and more respect for her, like every week. Like she's just amazing now. But like, it was very big of her to confront JWOW, and she actually did it in a way where it wasn't like, you know, too much, like too overwhelming. Like she was calm, cool, collected, and I guess just as Dina advised her to, just to approach it like calmly. I mean, last time it was a little off, I guess, because everything was already so like sensitive. So maybe her approach for the first time was a bit too much given the circumstance, but the second time around, and the fact that it was just the three of them. Snooki wasn't there. She wasn't like that to influence Jenni or JWOW's actions in any way. So that was a perfect opportunity for Angelina to be like, okay, now that it's just the three of us, let me just start off. And then it just, took off from there. And I think it was really good.
Yeah.
So
I wrote down that Angelina handled it very well, but I was like confused by Jenni's olive branch comment.
I didn't get that.
I don't understand what that means. I don't know if we could like pull that up and get the definition of that or what she meant by that, but I was like super confused by that.
It
was like an insult. It was like a backhanded compliment.
Well, I think what she meant by that is just she's pretty much saying, let bygones be bygones. It's an endearing term.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So, and what I wrote down, I wanted to remember this because I didn't understand, like, it was just weird to me. So they started talking about, what happened. She said, I guess 24 really did tell Jenni that, which is so
That
weird.
Angelina
that she kissed him. Why would he say that? Yeah, why would he say that when he actually does have something to hide? Because he was feeling her and touching her. So it's weird that he would even bring that up.
It's out of guilt, but when it airs, it's all going to come out.
Exactly. So when they were talking about that, Jenni literally said, I remember when Roger was taking shots off Dina, like, I don't really care about the touching the feeling. I don't really care about. So
condoning it.
Condoning it. Face.
I'm just playing. Really.
That's what I was saying. Like, I don't. When she said that, what were you thinking?
I'm like, really?
Why do you hang out with people like that? Why are you going to pick a boyfriend like that?
That's BS. Of course she cares. Anybody in their right mind would care if their man or woman is feeling up on another
unless
person.
they're like swingers or whatever.
Yeah, unless
I'm just saying.
But we all know JWoww's not about that life. So, like, come on, JWoww, stop it.
I think it was a whole cop-out. Obviously, she cares. Like you said, anyone, male or female, is going to care if the person that they're in a relationship is doing stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And she's very, we spoke about this so many times. Like, she's very possessive over what's hers.
Yeah.
Like, nobody touched her property or whatever's hers. Like,
I think
well, she said it. She said, if I get protective over my friends and anyone that's family, and it's like, there's a way of going about it. Like, I used to be kind of more like that. Like, I used to just be very hard and like, oh, yeah, I stand up for my friends. But then you realize, like, as you get older, like, there's a way of talking to people. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't really, I don't know. Moving on, because that, I mean, only Angelina made truce, and I think basically Angelina made truce. I don't think Jenni really felt, I didn't feel heartfelt like anything from her.
No, JWoww's not the apologetic person at all. I never once heard her say sorry or take any responsibility for her actions.
That's true.
And then remember in the bedroom, like, nobody was able to, like, ask Jenni a question?
What do you mean?
Do you guys remember that? Like, she was like, they were sitting there, like, trying to ask her questions, and she didn't want to answer anything, like, about anything.
Oh,
like,
that's
why?
Always, she's always
no,
like
but
that.
why? Nobody can ask Jenni a question?
No.
They're not allowed to?
Because she's JWoww.
I don't give a
That's
shit.
why.
I don't give a crap.
She's like the alpha of the group.
Well,
No,
Nobody.
she's like the puppeteer. Like, it's so, like, why you guys, she's playing all you guys.
No, it's so true. And if they watch this back, they'll see it.
I can't.
But moving on, Snooki comes back, which I was just like, okay, I didn't really care if she came back.
Miss me.
Yeah,
Nobody missed you.
she came back.
Wow, you ladies are harsh
She
tonight.
blamed-
Nobody missed you.
Okay, so she
kids miss
blamed
you.
everything. She blamed everything on her postpartum hormones. Basically, that's basically what she did. And Pauly wrote out a list. Oh, so I guess postpartum means you're slurring your words. You're barging out.
Yeah.
Like, she was drunk.
Yes.
What do you mean postpartum? Like, okay, let's do raise your hands. Sorry for everybody that's listening. Raise your hands if you think she was drunk.
I think
Benny.
no. Okay, I'll explain after.
We all have two hands up.
My
Except for
ears are
Benny.
like.
I'll explain after we're done.
No,
voting.
you
Okay.
can say.
Okay. I think it was. I don't know that much about postpartum depression. Actually, I don't know anything about postpartum depression.
Good, that's a guy.
Really?
No. Good job, Benny. Because can you imagine? He's like, yeah, that shit ain't real, and then all the girls come after you.
Oh yeah. But I feel like it was both. Obviously, she was drunk.
I'm sorry.
But I know postpartum depression is a real thing.
Yeah.
She did just have a baby, so it could be real. So I'm going to say both.
This is the thing. I do
I
agree.
give
I'm
it to
not.
you for being understood. I get
I'm
it, but
not gonna,
she was drunk.
I'm not gonna put this out there, and yeah, that's the worst thing. I don't want to offend anyone. The postpartum depression, like, that is real, but I really think even if that was true, she was drinking over top of it. So take away the alcohol, I don't think that reaction would have happened.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
That reaction just did not make sense.
Yeah, and so her and Angelina talk. I want to hear your guys' opinions on this, because it was rubbing me the wrong way how Snooki still wasn't taking responsibility and still wasn't admitting that her text came across as rude. So I want to know your guys' opinions. Do you think her text was rude and she's saving her ass? Like, she's a little two-faced sometimes, it seems like.
Yeah, I feel like when even Angelina, when she mentioned it, like, she misconstrued the text messages. I think at the time when Snooki came back or whatever, she should have admitted to the fact that, okay, yeah, I'm sorry that you misconstrued it as that. Like, I understand how it could be misconstrued or whatever. I just want to see Snooki take a little bit more, like, responsibility for her actions, because obviously, you know, things happen, mistakes happen, but she's not taking any accountability for it. And also, not even just the text message situation, but just inserting herself into the feud between JWoww and Angelina. I understand she was trying to be a good friend or whatever, stick up for JWoww as a best friend would. But even JWoww said it after the fact. She was just like, oh, you know, I feel bad for Snooki, why she stormed off. I mean, she got into a battle that, you know, she didn't have to, but she did because, you know, she wanted to protect me. But even JWoww admitted she didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
She didn't have to. It wasn't her place. She could have just, you know, stood on the side and be like,
I
Ma-
agree. I
yeah,
agree
Mandy,
with
what do you think?
Literally everything that you just said.
Benny.
No, I'm just saying.
When Snooki said that she wasn't trying to be hostile toward Angelina, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I do know with text messages, they can come off a certain way when they're actually so they're supposed to mean something else.
Yes.
So when they did that flashback of Angelina reading the text message, I tried to just picture Snooki saying those words in a nice way
I
or
couldn't.
understand, and I couldn't. I couldn't, and I tried so hard to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I couldn't see how that came from a nice place, because wasn't she cursing?
So she said
also?
she said something. You know exactly. She's like, "Girl, like, I heard you kissed him. Like, whatever she was exactly like. I'm sorry. I really didn't feel that. I think she was put in the situation. She realized that she's probably gonna look bad because Angelina's like
Yes.
exposing her text. She probably did it out of anger. Like, listen, I
It was
get
an
it.
emotional thing really quickly.
You text it, I get it, but she should have admitted, like, listen, I was a little emotional. I was protecting Jenni. Don't, like, make it seem like I was looking out for you, girl, because you weren't.
Yes,
She wasn't
No,
at all.
she was
Yeah.
not.
Snooki's very shady.
She's
I'm
shady.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Because she always talks about how JWoww, okay, they're best friends. There's no way that she's
They'll
not
talk about how real they are.
talking shit. There's no way that Jenni and Snooki, like, there's just no way that Snooki's standing up for Angelina and it's okay with JWoww. Like, there's just no that it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Even Angelina said when JWoww's around them, they act different.
Different,
They
yeah.
act so different.
Yeah.
Because JWoww, like I said, JWoww's like the alpha.
Why? Oh
It's,
my
it's
God, I
literally
can't.
just like Mean Girls, the movie.
Like
when
she's Regina George.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the pictures?
Yeah.
They photoshopped their heads on the Mean Girls cover.
Oh my god.
And Jenny's Regina George.
Well, there you go,
Yes.
DJ.
There's
There you go.
Vinny, Ronnie, and Angelina are like the other girls in the back. It's so funny.
She doesn't
It
even go
was-
here.
That whole apology and that whole just scenario with the two, Snooki is saying, you're stupid, still calling your names.
Yeah,
Angelina didn't call her any names.
Yep.
She was just trying to squash things. And I
Yeah.
don't know, it just didn't seem sincere.
You're right.
mean.
No, you're 100% right because she's like, oh, just don't do that. Like, don't be stupid. Like, Angelina.
Damn.
No, honestly, Angelina could be like, you're dramatic and stupid, but she's just biting her tongue. I think she wants to
Yes.
fit in. I think she's really showing that she changed. And like, I can't even believe I'm gonna say that she's like my favorite after all these
Yes.
years. The situation, freaking Mike. Like,
And
what is going on with all these people? Like, it's like
Turning
totally.
tables.
So then after the cast all plays on the boardwalk, they all go back and they kind of bring up to Ronnie. The guys are talking about how like Jenni started like attacking him. And I wrote down in quotes what he said. He goes, girls are like crock pots and
Yes.
guys are like microwaves. So crock pots are like nice and slow and then they
And they
marinating.
explode. Okay, so what about a microwave? I don't understand. Can you explain the microwave?
Yeah,
to
he
me?
didn't explain that part.
Okay.
Maybe because you can heat it up real fast. It takes a minute. Crock pot takes hours, and it's like at least if the guy is gonna like punch someone or explode. This is what I'm just interpreting.
Yeah.
I'm literally visualizing as you're talking.
Like
about
a minute. It takes like a minute instead of a crock
and
pot
then
that
they're
takes
over
hours.
it, and then the crock pot.
Yeah, and then it's
They
done. It beeps.
marinate, and then it's like
Right. Crock
As a
pot
guy,
takes hours.
it's hot and heavy.
As a guy,
Microwave,
Benny, do you agree as a guy with this analogy?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Guys, well, it can go both ways. Some guys do.
Our crock pots.
Oh yeah, some guys are crock pots. They hold it in, they let it marinate, and then it just explodes. But other guys are just like bam, wham, and the same thing with girls. Girls can be microwaves also. I love how we're using this analogy.
This is a new thing for us.
Right. Who's a crock pot and who's a
I'm
microwave?
sorry, but microwaves aren't healthy.
I'm
Yeah.
a crock pot. I'm
I've
definitely
heard
a
about
crock pot.
that.
Oh no,
I'm definitely a crock pot.
I am a
pot.
microwave.
Wait, I
this is
feel
my
like
roommate right here, and she knows I'm
I'm
constantly using the
no,
microwave.
but I feel like I know, but we're talking about like analogy wise with in regards to our emotions.
I know,
feel
but
like we talk about everything, so I feel like we're just
No, I
instant.
agree, but I'm like literally thinking logically, like I use the microwave a lot, so like that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm a microwave.
I'm a crock pot.
It depends.
pot.
I don't
I'm a
even
crock
use a
pot.
crock pot. I use the stove.
Well, moving on to something that I absolutely know these two ladies are going to love. Pauly D. It's not really okay. We find out in the end he still has his what pierce. So I know you guys are gonna love that.
Hello.
Angelina, on the other hand,
We
nobody
don't know
can,
if it's real.
nobody can figure out if this bitch has a freaking nipple piercing. We can't figure
Why
it out.
is it such a big
I was literally
deal?
thinking
the whole
about
time
that.
I was like, why do they care so much if Angelina has her nipple pierced?
Because they're trying to see if she's a liar.
Who gives a shit? Who
And
cares?
you know what? Good
What
for
does it have
her.
to-
So-
what does her nipple being pierced have to do with them?
Good for her for not giving in and showing them.
Good question.
Yes, good for her.
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
would have. I'd be like, yeah. That's the problem. I'd
Maybe
be like,
off camera I would have, but
well,
here you go. Okay.
and you know what? You're right, because they would have made fun of her if she did that.
Yeah.
They would have been like, look how
She would've
trashy
looked
she is,
silly.
showing her
True,
boob.
true.
Well, we find out that she does because they take that
Metal detector.
and
Pauly's so smart.
That was
goes
very
and gets
smart.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, I loved.
And then I thought it was weird talking about Pauly. Vinny like took the one, like Vinny knew. I'm like, Vinny, like in him, like I get they're best friends, but like
they're like in love. They joke.
They've seen each
I
other's.
was like,
Oh yeah, for
They've definitely
sure.
seen each other's,
Well,
stuff.
for sure they had to have.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
He knew that he had it pierced.
He's a stripper for crying out loud.
yeah, I
don't know.
Teaching him some moves, huh?
And before we move on to our last, sorry, I didn't mean to be like, DJ's call you right out, but before we move on to our last topic, DJ, what do you want to tell AfterBuzzers?
Well, AfterBuzzers, thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. We all enjoy talking about Jersey Shore every week. If you're on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. Also subscribe. If you're on iTunes, give us a 5 stars. And yeah, just join the chat too. Join the conversation. It's always a good time here. We love Jersey Shore and the family vacation reunions.
We love it. And then usually after the show, I'll go in the comments and like talk to you guys because I just am obsessed. Once Jersey Shore's over, it's never really over for me.
Never.
Because I'm from Jersey, so I got to keep going.
Hello.
But yeah, so the last topic I want to talk about is a little bit more serious. It wasn't a long conversation, but I think it's something important to talk about because I think it really kind of like not defines Jenni, but I think it plays a little bit in the way she is. Snooki and Jenni were talking about her divorce with Roger, and Snooki's like, he's the effing worst. She wrote, you always knew it wasn't right. Roger, after seeing all of those, like the footage of him like assaulting her and all that stuff, I want to know, do you guys think that plays any role in like the way Jenni is, or do you think she's always been like that?
What was her excuse before, Ronnie? I mean, before her man. Well, like literally, what was her excuse before? Then Jenni's always been like that.
Yeah. Well, I agree.
Honestly.
That's why I wanted to know if you think that situation like has
It probably
maybe
made it
made
worse.
Yeah.
100% it's
Yeah.
made it worse. Jenni's just really closed off. She doesn't want to talk about anything. She needs to learn to open up, talk about life, apologize for what she does wrong, and be an adult and move on.
Oh, girl.
And her life will be a lot better.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Seriously.
you're on a reality show. You're on a very popular reality show. You have to expect that your private information is going to be public, and you just have to go with it because that's what you signed up for. That's what you're getting those big bucks for.
Facts.
To
Yes.
share
You're getting a paycheck
your
at least,
information.
20K.
So you know you
episode.
can't.
24K.
An episode? An episode?
Sorry, Benny.
You can't. No, yeah, you can't really get mad because this is what you signed up for.
So true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just felt that like when she said she always knew it wasn't right, I know that there's people out there like that hit for me because that's how with my ex I was like in my head I was like it's not right, it's not right. I knew it wasn't right, but you force it, and I think I feel bad for Jenni in the sense of like there's people that are attacking her because of like how hypocritical and like I don't like her this season, but people are like good Roger, like you're better, he's better off without you, and like that bothers me because nobody deserves what like Roger
what
did to her.
did was awful. We saw like the
People are
footage
mean.
and everything.
Oh, but people don't care. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
People don't care about that. They're like, well, Jenni sucks. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything.
No one should have to go through
You
what
need
Jenni
to
went
put like
through.
how you feel about a person aside, and it's between right and wrong.
Exactly.
That's it. It's like
Yeah.
right or wrong, and that was wrong. And for people to just like hit her when she's already down, like, are you kidding me? That's the low blow.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it's really messed up.
Awful.
It's like the last thing she needs.
Seriously.
And guys, it is time for our special segment.
Yes, our special segment, Spiral Squad. Who went crazy?
Oh,
This
God.
episode,
During
everyone
this
was pretty
episode.
tame.
This episode.
Oh.
Last week we had multiple people. This week,
I would.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I would say Vinny. I'm sorry. Not Vinny. Pauly.
Pauly,
Pauly definitely
What was
spiraled.
he saying?
He
I'm
was-
the, I'm
Oh,
the
he
winner.
was so
the champ.
funny.
Yeah.
He was
He's
so cute. Can we
hilarious.
talk about the amusement park?
Yeah.
He was so cute. Oh my god, that like they were so cute. Oh my god, and then Jenni threw up. I think she was being dramatic.
Well,
I don't
throwing
know.
up.
I don't know. Maybe if you're hungover and you're on rides, I'm not quite sure about that. I feel like I don't throw up a lot, but like that feeling of being spinning around, who knows?
Awful.
Yeah,
I
can't
don't know.
imagine
Well,
Pauly
she
was
spiraled
with
out of control in the toilet.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
Jenni.
Jenni, I picked
Jenni.
Jenni.
I picked Jenni.
I'm gonna have to go with Pauly. Not in a bad way, just because he loves to joke around
Yeah.
with Vinny. They're like brothers, technically. Yeah.
Really close
like
brothers.
at the
Medical
amusement
center.
park and the gym.
Really
And-
close brothers.
You guys are awful.
Very close.
No.
Well, Vinny. Maybe Vinny too, because Vinny at the end was making fun of everyone and like joking around, and everyone was laughing. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
We didn't really hear much from Ronnie.
Yeah.
So
Good.
Good for freaking
I
once.
like
No,
Ronnie.
I like Ronnie, but it's always something so negative.
Yeah,
So,
we need a break.
question, when, Paulie was saying, like, this is a family, we fight, and then this happens, and this happens. I don't know, like, I've had drama with my family, but, like, it's not like a daily occurrence where we're fighting and wanting
all
to
the
kill each
time.
other and
Well,
then
'cause they're
make
not
up.
really
And
family.
yeah, but they they consider themselves family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very dysfunctional.
I agreed when she was like saying that. Like, I think she means like no matter what, they're always gonna like be there and love each other. Like, it's
Yeah.
never gonna like go to the end, like where they split up and they're not like together or friends or
Yeah.
whatever in each
Yeah.
other's lives. I think that's what she meant. when she
Yeah, and I
said that.
think it happens with everyone, but then, you realize that these are the people that you love and they come back together.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, Angelina is a perfect example. She left and she came back
She did.
two
left
Exactly.
times, and now
She
I think
left
she's here to
twice.
stay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Him, Angelina and Mike are like glow ups. Like, like, you know what I mean? The definition of look at them before and look at them now. Like, I love them together. And speaking of Mike, I am so excited for him to eventually come back in the picture. We have some news and gossip for you guys.
Yes, some news and gossip. So it is Halloween. Everyone's celebrating, getting their candy, going trick or treating, including Snooki's newborn baby.
Oh,
and
her
look,
pumpkin head.
he's a pumpkin.
I can't.
Adorable.
He's a pumpkin.
And Snooki's a witch. Like, yeah,
Cute.
it's adorable.
Where are they? It looks
like
like they're in a
looks like a
gym.
gym.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
probably at like
yeah.
like the high schools have like activities and stuff for kids.
I swear,
How cute.
all their kids are adorable.
Yeah.
Their kids are so adorable.
Little meatballs.
Yeah, literally.
They're so freaking cute. I want to see the other ones. They'll probably post them later. They're all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
they're always posting stuff after. I'm curious what little Giovanna is to see. And Lorenzo. And God, there's so many. How many are there now? Milani, Grayson.
I'm telling you, there's going to be
Dina's son,
another
Monty's son.
Jersey Shore
Jersey Shore.
spinoff with the kids.
oh yeah, definitely.
I can totally see that. 50, 40.
Oh God.
We'll be 60 talking
Oh,
about this.
gosh.
And then there's also some news that very, very soon, Mike the Situation, they will be, because he got out of jail recently, and I think we were talking about this, we're like, they're going to speed this up and bring it to real time and have the episode where he gets out of jail soon. So I think within the next few episodes, we may be seeing Mike, which I miss Mike.
I think it's
excited.
going to be not this coming one, but the next one. The one after
miss
next
Mike.
week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm extremely pumped, and it is now time for our predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So that was kind of like an entrance to the predictions because we kind of know what's happening. But what else do you think is going to happen the rest of the season? Or no, next episode. Let's keep it a little.
Next
let's not go
episode?
too crazy.
Well,
yeah.
next episode, I mean, I think they're I mean, we saw a little bit of it. They're gonna have like a whole like free situation parade going on outside of the
that would be
cell,
cool.
or the jail or whatever.
Even
it
though
is.
he's getting so soon.
Yeah, so soon. But
we're gonna see Mike.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to see just them just as a group together, just supporting his release. So
I also feel this episode or the next episode is going to be very Dina-centric.
Really?
Yeah, because I think we're going to see a lot of her and just because we really don't see her, but we really don't see much of her this season compared to like Angelina and
Oh, yeah.
JWOWW. The only other person that we really haven't seen that much is Snooki until the last episode. So I think we're going to see more of her in this coming episode.
I think
do
we're gonna
you
see more
think?
of Dina and Mike. Yeah, it'll be nice to see like the whole little parade for Mike next week because he's been out of the picture for a while.
I just want to know how that came about. Like, they asked the producers, hey, can we go to the White House and say free the situation? Because obviously they know it's not going to work, but they're just doing it for the show. I'm curious who came up with that because it's kind of funny when I saw that.
Isn't it crazy to see like what celebrities can get away with?
yeah,
Yeah, because can you...
Literally anything.
Because can you imagine we went and did that? That would never fly.
We'd be arrested, yeah.
Yeah, like a normal...
They wouldn't even care. They're like, who?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think that we are going to see the situation, I don't know if it's next week, but definitely we will be seeing him within the next few weeks.
Can't wait.
I'm going to see them at the White House. I really hope, which sounds so weird, the Jersey Shore at the White House. Like, that's the weirdest thing. It doesn't even make sense to me in my brain. But try to think if there's anything else that I see happening. I don't know. The last episode was so crazy. Like, I don't know how they're going to top that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what I wish? I wish they were filming the reactions of them watching that last episode. Because Snooki was tweeting and she was wasted last week. Like, tweeting and going... Yeah, what were you going to say?
You know what's going to top this episode is all the stuff that with Ronnie and his situation, his arrest. And then, like you said, they are going to show the aftermath of last week's episode.
Wow.
With, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope they do.
Because they have to show.
But I don't know if they're filming right now. Because if they're not filming, then we can't see the reactions. But I would love to have all of them. Because it was so crazy, and especially, I feel differently watching this episode now, because they all, like, ended up being friends. So then, like, when they were tweeting last week, and everyone was tweeting at each other, and I was just like, are they still hating? I don't know. I was just really confused.
I hope they're filming, because that's some juicy stuff. You know, JWOW finding about what really happened, breaking up with 24, Ronnie's situation. So
they should. I think the Jersey Shore needs to be filmed 24/7, 365 days a week, like year. Like, it can't just be certain seasons because there's drama all the time.
And we still have a lot of episodes left.
Well, good.
How many?
Good.
We got a lot, huh?
Last season was like 20-something.
Well, I can watch Jersey Shore forever. I think everyone else can. Yes. Well, thank you guys
for the rest of my life.
so much for watching Obsessed with Jersey Shore like we are every single week. If you guys want to let us know where we can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at DJ_Beaulieu. Let me spell it out for you, because I don't think they have lower thirds. Last name BEAULIEU.
My name is Mandi Terry. You can find me on Instagram at makeup_Mandy with an I, and I'm also here on Tuesday nights for the Real Housewives of Orange County.
What's up, guys? Dr. Adams signing out. You can find me on all social media at Benny J. Adams, and every Wednesday you can find me on the Challenge After Show.
And I'm Justine DiVanna. You can find me on Instagram at Justine DiVanna, and I'm also on YouTube at Let's Face It with Justine. I'll be commenting with you guys. I also do makeup videos and stuff, so definitely check them out. Again, thank you so much, and excited for another week next week of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, so we will see you then.
Happy Halloween!
Yeah, the champion!
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.